just going to keep it after the snap. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off play action. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Going to try to get it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you can tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Option is set. Option. 3. Stack. There are 6 categories. You have 15
Lost
option.
one on that
Spread.
last one. It's 2nd and 11. Johnson looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Watkins. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Wide open downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
That's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Gets the back moving. They'll toss it to the left. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays. It's early in the game. Maybe it's something you wanted to show. Or, listen, maybe defensively this is something you need to start focusing on.
Johnson wants to throw it. Now adjusting. Trying to escape and get... breaks into the open. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score.
Man, I'll tell you, this quarterback has got things you simply cannot coach. How about that situation? Third, it's a passing situation. The defense knows that they do a great job in coverage, but this guy just has tools. He's got physical attributes, and speed, and elusiveness, things you can't coach, that allows him to go pick up the first down and keep the
2-5, 0 blitz.
The Tigers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal.
Give cushion.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Now he's looking to throw it. Under fire. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
He wants to change this route. Motion from the back. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
All right, good news. The game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is, though, you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. Quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision-making in this game.
Listen to this noise. You can't hear yourself think as this defense has them pinned deep in their own end. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Here's the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking it back at the 10. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Entering play. Option is set. 3. Tempo. 1 Sam. Blitz. Blitz free.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller. That's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership. Come out here, lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
So now it's 2nd and long.
Seam flat.
Quarterback making adjustments. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Cover 3, cover 6, cover 2 hard flat.
They'll go empty and 5 wide on 2nd and 13. This quarterback part of their running game. Snowed under by the defense.
Entering play clock.
This guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Old blitz 1, nickel blitz, Tampa 2.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the 1st down. Probably the only people upset about going for it on 4th down, the punters, who don't seem to see the field as much as they used to.
Now when you've got a running back like that, he just has like a sixth sense. He always seems like he can just find the crease, especially in these short yardage situations. He comes up with a huge play there on 4th down.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. Lets it fly. Big fella moving. They get it stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. A 1st down run in the red zone. And that's the end of the line on that run, and it's the end of the line for the 1st quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd.
Formation 46. There you have 9 options. Depth press. Safety fire. Cover 3. Depth press. Cover 3.
They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here.
Vertical hook L.
Johnson looking to throw. Under fire.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
Cover 3 drop.
Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Audible.
On the option. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from Pater.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
And the O will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inches. Trying play action. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
Entering play call.
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gets it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They are in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. A lot of we are's inside that stadium today. Penn State is running away with things, and that offense looks unstoppable. They're up 14 over Arizona State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go. He did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
On 3rd and long, a check down will be the last resort. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up the 4th down.
And now if this offense could go back, they'd be like, throw it away. You know, don't take the sack earlier in the downs because the scramble now puts you in a good fourth down situation. Interested to see what this offense does, but they got to stay away from those negative plays.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground.
Auction is set to on. There are 3 categories. From McDime. Auction is set. There are 3 categories.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels.
Oh, space. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
It's a really nice catch there, and I know LSU goes by the moniker GPU, but you take a look at all the draft picks they've had in recent years, and with this guy and his talent, they may be getting consideration soon joining teams like Alabama and Ohio State for wide receiver review. This guy is really good.
That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. He's got an open man. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
Entering play call.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Entering cover 1, Robert.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
Auction is set to 2-3 Tampa 2. Cover 4 Pons.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Johnson wants to throw it. Big guy smells it. Touchdown LSU! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Suggestions. There are 8 categories. You have valve options. Post shot is selected.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
And the Trojans decide to punt it away. He was hoping for a little more running room, and they're able to get him down at the 45.
Auction is set to free. Step barrier 6.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half.
Vertical hook L.
They'll toss it to the outside on the left. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Nickel
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that everywhere. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Johnson looking to throw. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Might be calling a hot route. On the move. Fighting off the defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Buys a little time. Takes a hit as he fires. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
Sends it back in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Makes the grab. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Skips away from pressure. On target to the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
It's first down from the 11. He wants to throw it again. Got it behind the line. It's Jefferson. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
Defense is about firing off, getting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Seam flat. Seam flat.
Johnson wants to throw it. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Entering base model.
And that's a play on third down.
Options.
This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Formation. There's nickel. 4. There. You have 9 options. Cover 3 is selected.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy with a nice stop here.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. To the air on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Fires to the big fella. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
You have 9 options. Verticals is selected.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms.
Short cross.
Wants to throw on third down. Makes the grab. It's Jordan. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Entering base model screen, you have 5 options.
LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
Tight, there are 2 categories. You have 9 options. Power is selected.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Coach suggestions.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football. I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. A strike downfield. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop it 4 yards short of the marker.
A really nice job by the quarterback putting some extra heat on that throw. As a defensive back, I'm going to drive to that curl. Try to get there really quick to try to break up the pass, but when the QB puts it that hard on the money with that much accuracy, really hard route to defend.
Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line.
Option is set to cover 3 sky.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. A run for the quarterback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
Buying some time. Quarterback's got the first. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And I really like the job by this offense because, listen, you've got the lead. You start with the football. You drop back. It's a scramble. The quarterback pulls it down, makes the play. Nice job. This is how you play with the lead. Take what the defense gives you and don't make mistakes.
They'll try the outside to the left. Across the 25. And the beatdown has ensued.
After that amazing performance in week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
Coming out with it, it's Korea. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 2-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Off the play fake. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
Well, it's 3rd and long. They're trying to throw beyond the sticks to get the first down. What a great job by the defender that time. Breaking on the ball, snagging it out of the air, and securing that interception.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Give to the running back. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Power football with the run. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Safety fire.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He has kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Here comes the option. Now the pitch. Touchdown, Tigers! Great job by the back on the option.
And a great job by the quarterback where he's making the right read. I got to get that defense to commit to me. Now I pitch it. Running back catches it. I'll take this. I'll do the rest. It's a great read by the quarterback.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
Option wing. You have well. Excellent.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Fires on the move. Complete to the right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Rushes on him. Hit as he throws. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice game.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Wants to go up top on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
That's caught. It's Fowler. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back.
Slants. X curl FD flat.
Now on second down.
Audible.
Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Option is set. Empty base flex. There are 8 categories. You have 9 options.
Quarterback couldn't quite make the connection on the last play. That brings up third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's third down. You're trailing by so many points right now, and the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way, and that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Made a defender miss. A big turnover here for the defense to end the quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback.
Set to over 18 plays. You have 7 options. 4, 3 is selected.
So first down, we'll open up the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll take a shot. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to the ground game on the left. Turning it on.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. On the run, it's King. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow in 2nd and 7.
Free fire.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And this has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
There are 6 categories.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Specialty. Field goal block lift. There are 6
and how
categories.
About this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. Somebody better check that dude's foot and see if it's juice. Man, oh man, from outside 60 sails it through.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we're looking pretty good.
There are 2 categories. You have 9 options. Power is selected.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. You got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy, you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Pulls it in. It's Butler. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
They'll run play action. Oh, they're after him. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
LSU will get a first down.
Every running back thinks about the 100-yard barrier every time they take the field. And this guy, I know he's got it in his mind. He might be the only one in the stadium right now that knows. He's got 97 yards rushing here in the 4th quarter. You know he is begging his coach just for one more carry to get that mark.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give to the fullback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
and they'll stop him about 5
Entering
yards
play
short
call,
of the
coach
first.
suggestions.
And the defense is still fighting.
Categories.
They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Formation, area category, gun. Option is set to tray open. There are 8 categories. You have 15 options to be selected.
Looking downfield on first down. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence. And
what a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here with a big lead in the game. You're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's throwing multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uniform.